Good day, all. It's Turbo Dave here. We got the CT200 apart. Here's a cylinder head. Today we're going to be talking about why the cylinder head gasket even blew. Well, to be honest with you, a lot of it has to do with the EGR. At least that's what I've been told. And here's the EGR cooler, this monstrosity of a thing with the EGR and everything on it, and that pipe right here connects to the intake manifold right there. Right when it's positioned in place, it looks something like this. The manifold's mounted to the head and they connect. What happens is, and I'm going to give you two selections. These are EGR snakes. There's like 3 of them in here. Or I had the manifold off and I use my very long snap-on screwdriver. It doesn't have to be snap-on, just what I have. And you put it in here, if I can get it, and you push it all the way through. And what happens is, as you push it all the way through, it cleans it out. Now you can use this, the screwdriver, if the manifold's off the car. If not, you can use something that flexes like this and then push it in, starts at an angle and it goes straight across. This depends on what you're doing and what you need. Because if the manifold's still in the car, you don't have this much space here, right? So, but this is the reason why they say the head gasket blows, and I'm going to give you something indicative of it. Number 1 cylinder on this one is the one that was plugged, so I got the screwdriver in almost all the way. I had taken the intake manifold off for another when I first started looking at it, and I got this all the way across, and I realized it was almost right here, and then I pushed it all the way through, and that's when it actually had one longer than this, and that's when you could feel it open up. There was like got stuck, and then it moved through. I twisted it. And that's the same thing you can do with these if it's in the car. But they say that's the reason why the head gasket blows on this. And the head gasket blew on cylinder 1, which is this one right here, which is the same one that was plugged on there for the EGR port. So they're saying when it plugs up, it creates back pressure into the cylinder and it tends to blow whatever cylinder is backed up on. So that's where we're at. I really wanted to do this because this is preventative maintenance. I know most people don't like to maintain their cars, but this is something that can be prevented. All right, y'all. It's Turbo Dave. I'll talk to you next time. Hey, what's up? It's Turbo Dave. So, an addendum to that video is realistically, to this video is realistically, what do you want to do? Why would you want to not service it, right? Clean it out, avoid the head gasket. Head gasket's super expensive if you do it on your own. I mean, if you have it done, something like $5,000 range. And then you have to have the head checked out. This engine is super clean inside. Somebody else had put a video up about removing the cylinder head, and I remember looking at theirs and I'm like, wow, looks like they never changed oil. So don't be an idiot, change your oil, do your maintenance, and to be honest with you, clean the EGR ports out. It's the best thing you can do. Save yourself $6,000 or almost $6,000, you know. And if you pull your head off, you don't know what else it's gonna need. Actually, it's over $6,000. So it's gonna be over $6,000. Labor, it's very intense. It's very intensive for the labor side. Plus parts, head gaskets. These are not reusable fasteners, the bolts. So you have to get new head bolts for it because they're stretched, so they're one-time use. You have to send the head out. You're gonna have to measure the head. So you know, if you don't have a straight edge, and not like a straight edge, you need a straight edge, and then you need a set of feeler gauges, and you go down to like 2000s and you work your way up. If something's loose at 2000s and you go to 3000s, if something's loose at 3000s, you go to 4000. By the time you have 5000s, you need to take the head in, right? You could probably get away with 6000s, I've done it doing engines for, like, when you're teaching somebody how to build an engine and throw them on the dyno, like a student build engine. I've done it with 6,000s, no problem, even 7,000s. Daily driver, you don't want that to happen to you. You don't want to be out on a 4,000s, 5,000s. It gets a little hot one time, done. You gotta change the water pump and all that too when you do this. Everything's electric. There's no drive belts. So you have electric water pump, you have electric AC compressor, you have electric everything. Anyways, that's what you want to do. You want to service your car. You want to take care of it, do the maintenance, and that way you don't have to head gasket. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Turbo Day.